Are we on the internet?
Yeah. pirate joke.
Oh, man.
Pirate joke. Tonight, the Mighty Nine parfait with a pirate. Learn about Ford's patron and enter a snake-infested island. We'll break it all down with my guest, Mr. Travis Willingham.
Hey, oh my God, Danny.
What?
Benadryl's a bitch.
Yup.
I'm so sick, you guys.
Poor Danny's got the con crud. All that and more on this episode of Talks Machina. Doesn't itch anymore, though. We're back. Welcome to Talks Machina. I'm here with Travis still.
Yeah.
I feel overdressed.
A little. Well, you look very sharp and nice.
Well, I'm going out for Sam's birthday after this.
You are really?
Not with him or anything. I'd like to celebrate his birthday. He doesn't invite me to shit, but I'm gonna go out and have a nice glass of $5,000 wine for his in celebration of his birthday.
Did you not invite me for like an intentional reason? Or?
I didn't invite anybody. I go out, I drink alone and celebrate Sam the way that he would want me to.
Oh, okay. I guess that's better.
Yeah. But you can come with me if you want. I don't know if you'll be able to get into the kind of places that I go to dressed like this, though. Hey, guys, we've got a couple of announcements. First of all, the latest episode of Between the Sheets featuring Liam is now available on the Critical Role Twitch channel for our subscribers. That was on last night.
Yeah, so good.
It was really, really good. Thank you so much, Liam, for going to all the places with me. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out on our Twitch channel, or the VOD will be released tomorrow at youtube.com/Critical Role. Pretty cool.
It was.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
The next episode of All Work, No Play.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Is on this Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific, twitch.tv/Critical Role.
I don't know which one's my favorite, the tap dancing or the sword fighting yet.
Boy,
hard to pick.
I was there in person for the tap dancing episode, and all I was thinking was, I don't think any of this is going to be usable because the sound was just bouncing off the thing, and then you've got, Sam, and then
there were a couple freeze frames of him in that outfit that are truly like Pennywise terrifying.
Magical.
Yeah, it's alarming.
This week, the boys visit a rage room, which is where you can destroy a bunch of stuff.
Rage.
And they will be joined, you know what that's like. They will be joined by actor, writer, producer Stephanie Shea.
Yeah, Stephanie Shea.
Stephanie Shea, represent.
She's shorter than I am.
Triple, quadruple.
She's shorter than you are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she's fun size.
That's what
how
we
I
say.
feel
That's what
about
we call
myself.
say Danny's
It's
fun
just
size.
very exciting when I meet people who are shorter than me.
Wait, go back to Travis's camera real fast.
Ow.
Okay. Hey guys, a huge thank you. A huge thank you. We did it. We got that out of her.
Yeah.
Huge thank you to all the critters that attended our live show on Thursday or met us over the weekend in New York for New York Comic Con. We met some amazing people.
Such an incredible weekend. The theater was, that was one of the most energetic crowds I've ever heard in my life.
Big time.
Yeah, and thank you to everybody that stayed at New York Comic Con to meet us and greet us and attend all the panels. They were super alert on Sunday morning when we were maybe not so much.
We were not so much alert on Sunday
We were
morning.
dragging just a little.
Yeah, and I had never done one of the group photo op things with you guys before.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. Even though you only get to really spend a few, moments with the person, it's still whoever's idea to put me, Sam, and Laura
You're
by
a
each
son
other
of a
was a
bitch.
mistake.
Yeah, he was not only trolling Laura on a few of the photos. I feel like there was a secret campaign for you to like provide stop motion poses so that for each picture
I did.
to the next, you
I
were
did.
in motion.
I moved a 1/4 of an inch every picture. So if all of you guys who got pictures get together and you fan through them really fast,
yeah.
I actually end up going like this.
That's right. It's one of our deepest community efforts to get you guys together to share photos to make the flip book.
We want you all to hang out with each other, and we're willing to go to these kind of
God.
depths to do it.
That's really beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the live show Thursday night, if you caught the stream, you noticed that we had several technical difficulties during the live show. We wanted to just take a moment and thank you for all your patience while we did everything we could to fix the VOD, including the uploaded delayed VOD today. Everyone was working over the weekend in New York, in LA, 24/7.
Yeah.
Danny was busting ass trying to help with the
Literally
subtitling.
all hours.
Everyone was trying to get the audio the best we could, adding the subtitles, color correcting the video, thank you so much, Danny, for all your help with that, by the way.
Yeah, Danny All-Star.
Hey.
Danny 24/7.
Just making as many improvements to it as we could. You can read more about what we did to fix the VOD at critroll.com if you want. Yeah, we hold ourselves to an extremely high quality of standard, and that wasn't it. And we're totally okay just saying that wasn't our best, and like we'll do whatever we can to fix it.
Yeah, we'll get
And
it corrected.
we'll
We'll
get
get
it.
it fixed.
Yeah.
You learn and then you move.
Yep.
Move on.
It was a great show, though.
It was.
And you did
Fuck.
so well. We invited just you on tonight.
Is that why?
That's why.
Definitely not because of scheduling conflicts.
Yeah.
No, it was not, Danny. Please don't start any rumors.
Yeah, seriously.
Without-
Plus,
Yeah,
you need enough room for my answers, right? I mean,
They
they're
tend to be lengthy.
long-winded.
They tend to be very
and
lengthy.
really roll-on streams of consciousness.
I predict we'll get through 4
I'm
questions.
such a wordsmith. I'm so, wait for it, loquacious.
Wow.
Did you get that word off of watching Harry Potter?
Oh, no.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
no.
But it actually came
But
from
that's
somebody
okay.
watching the Between the Sheets episode, and it was like in the chat, and they were like, loquacious, HP, and I was like, does that mean Harry Potter? And then fucking Hermione says it about what's his name and
Yep.
Slughorns.
Fire.
That's
Well.
hilarious that is where you know the word from. But that's cool. It shows that reading helps.
Hey man, I looked it up when I heard it. Okay,
It was the movie, not the book, but
Everybody
you know,
gets-
whatever.
It was the book.
was the movie.
It wasn't in the
It's
book.
not in the book.
No, it's not the
I'm still only on the
Hey
fourth.
man, I do love those movies.
Me too.
They're faster
But
to
I've only
read.
seen the first 3 because I read the book and then I watch
You
the
do,
movie.
you're
and
doing
then
it the right way.
Yeah, I watch
You
it
are
with you
doing it the
guys.
right
I
way.
watched all 3 with you guys.
Yeah, it could go faster for my taste, but
No. You need to read the book.
yeah,
I've
he's
been
doing it the right way.
I've been a bit busy interviewing all of these douchebags, Danny. Without further ado, let us discuss episode 37 of Critical Role Campaign 2, Dangerous Liaisons.
So close.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that.
Well,
We're back. We have some crit roll stats from our friends at
crit
Roll Stats. Jesus Christ. Zach.
What?
None of those.
Nope.
Nope.
Another one.
There
it
you
is.
go. Wow, we got there, fam.
Third time's the
Hey, let's
charm.
fly in some coffee for the old TD.
I love that Sam was an option.
I love Sam in a party hat pops up. Put that up again, Chief. What the fuck was that?
Where's the unicorn that farts rainbows? That's all I want.
Put him back in my.
Where's Sam? He's gonna be like right.
Oh my
there he
God. That's terrifying.
Birthday Sam. Birthday Sam.
Hey guys, crit roll stats are here. Ford Fajordi
Yes.
has cast Disguise Self 21 times and has made 20 deception checks over the course of the campaign. That's a
Successful
lot.
or just deception?
Checks.
Just checks.
Just says
Okay.
checks,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. So I have done it every time I use Mask of Many Faces except for once.
So you pretty much, it's important to you to be incognito.
Yeah.
We're going to get into more of that. But first, a question from Eva Kuchin. Travis, this one's for you.
The rest They're for me.
The rest of them are for
Yeah,
Danny.
yeah.
Hey, isn't this cool?
What is that?
Instead of a fire, well, that's
That's the water.
a school of fish.
Is it?
I think that's what it's called when a bunch of fish are together. But instead of doing like a little fireside chat with you, we did one under the sea.
Under the sea.
We can't sing it. We can't sing it.
I can't.
We
'cause
can
I
only
won't
sing
get the
one
notes
line
right,
before we
so-
get sued.
Okay.
Travis, stop fucking around, dude. Eva has a question. Eva asks, did you guys go goth pirate outfit shopping together, or did everyone already just have those fabulous clothes lying around?
Oh God, fuck the rest of my castmates, right in their stupid faces.
That happened the night before we left.
Well, so the day after the show, the day after the Thursday before, after we had cut, I think Marisha or Liam or somebody was like, we should be fucking pirates. We should be pirates. I'm like, no, we're not being fucking pirates. All right, I'm shitting the bed on this sailing stuff. We're not making fun of the thing that I can't even do well yet.
Yeah.
And then like the whole week went by, and Liam sent like a couple pictures from his place where he was starting to get his outfit together. And I was like, you're not seriously doing this, are you? And he was like, I am.
Really?
So I asked Marisha, and she was like, yeah, I mean, think like, what was the quote? Seafaring casual. I was like, nothing about what they're wearing
Nothing
is
about that coat is seafaring casual.
Yeah, that doesn't come to mind when I think of
And then
that.
Taliesin asked the Tuesday before we left on Wednesday and was like, are we really doing this? And Marisha, Liam, and a few others were like, yep. And we were like, well, we don't have anything. So it was like last minute runs to the Halloween stores and finding what we could.
Taliesin also brought
Oh,
10 coats.
I think he checked a hole of their chest of like clothing.
Yeah,
well,
he did.
When you've been alive for 19 centuries,
Yes.
Brian, you know, you just
You
have
amass
to pull
quite
out the right.
yeah, a bit of a hoarder. Travis, another one for you. From no, I'm not going to do that every time. I promise.
I think you should. It'd be a great supercut later.
I saw Steve, our director of photography, he reaching for his keys. He's like, you know what?
Those weren't keys.
This ain't worth it. Those weren't
No,
keys.
those were cyanide
That
pills.
was pepper spray. Yeah. Cooey48 asks, how much time did it actually take you to compile the Idiot's Guide to Sailing?
It took longer than it probably should have. It took longer than I spent figuring out sailing for my backstory. My shame motivated me to make that. I actually hit up Ashley first because she's got some knowledge. Her family's got some sailing in their blood.
Yep.
And she sent me these 4 texts that were super long with, she's like, essential names of knots. And then like sailing terminology, parts of the boat, stuff like that. And I was like, oh God, I can't scroll through this on the show. I should start a list. And so I did that. And then I just looked up pictures of ships, not boats, ships. And there were these 2 great like Google images with arrows pointing to everything. So I was like, fuck it.
Oh yeah, just put that in.
Print out a sheet. And then I had the list. And then I looked in Wikipedia like sailing terms. And it is fucking alphabetized.
Whoa.
So I just printed that whole damn thing.
Whoa.
And then I was at Kinko's and I had time to spare and I put in alphabetical dividers just to really complete the.
Beautiful. I was
Thank you.
genuinely
Yeah.
impressed by it.
Thank
That's
you.
a lot of detail.
I had to choose a font for the cover page.
What did you choose? Papyrus, my favorite?
I looked at it seriously for a moment, but it was hard to view.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got a little distorted. I forget what I chose. It was like Algerian or something.
Yeah.
I forget what it is.
Don't at me, by the way. Papyrus is dog shit.
It is. It is.
Travis and Brian from Toaster Posey. They pose like a toaster? Am I
Toaster Posey, Buster Posey? Buster
Parker Posey?
Parker Posey.
Toaster Parker? Bugs Bunny?
They broke us.
Travis and Brian, since you're both sports people, okay, well, hold on.
Yeah, you are.
Well, okay,
You
okay.
ran track and you're super fast and you played football.
Yeah, but like, but yeah,
You played
a
football?
little bit. I did for a
Did
couple
they break
years.
you?
Huh?
Did they break you?
No, I played hockey for 7 years.
See,
that was the
that's
fun one
legit.
because I
Yeah,
was
you're gonna cover
so
your face
thin
up.
and so fast, nobody could hit me. But when they did, it sucked. It sucked bad. Everybody would be like, "Man, it's like just slamming plywood against a wall." But sports, like, I mean, I watch Cowboys games.
Yep.
Obviously.
MMA fan.
Oh yeah, I do love the UFC. A little bit of baseball, but I like basketball.
So sports person.
So, since you're both sports people, from home, it feels like CR live shows have a playoff sports atmosphere.
Ooh.
Does it feel that way to you? Do you get that kind of energy from the crowd?
Oh my God. I mean, that crowd is, it's not like anything else. I think it's probably what professional wrestlers feel like, because that past walkout I felt like I was the fucking Rock. Like, just walking out in that damn pirate jacket and hearing you just kind of go deaf, like you redline when they go that loud.
It does reach a critical mass where it becomes a wall of sound.
Yeah.
This was bigger theater than we had at Gen Con.
Yeah, by a few hundred folks, and it was, I mean, they were just as raucous, which we love. I mean, it's our D&D game, and people are losing their minds, and we're that's great. We get just as hyped as they are, but I can tell you for a fact that backstage we were all like, nobody was standing still.
No.
You know, we might as well have been in that tunnel.
We were bumping music and like hanging in there.
Headbutting each other.
We did a
whoa.
We did a cheers.
The dice 20s.
Yeah, I can't repeat what I said.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then, it's, you know what? I love it because I get to get out there before all of you guys. I get to look in everyone's eyes. You can't see anyone, it's too dark. But I get to look out there and I get to have people yell like, cabbage, you know, and then
Get off the stage.
No, but it's amazing because it's literally a sea of the happiest people. It's like if everyone in the room, their team won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or was up by 25. You know, like everyone's.
I remember in the few moments where my heart wasn't hammering in my ears because Mercer was trying to seduce me, I looked out into the audience in moments that I thought were maybe like a lull, just to see if people in the back, right, were maybe like dozing off or whatever because they were farther away.
Right.
And I just saw the most engaged faces, even you know, towards the back. So that was really encouraging. I mean, I don't know why I ever doubted it. You know, you could do one thing and everybody caught it.
Completely.
Like, oh, so good.
I was up in the balcony with Momlin the whole time watching it. It was the best. She was just holding her little spoon the whole time. And she would laugh at stuff and shake like this. And oh my God, she just stole the show. Can you believe we got her to ask Matt what time it is? So a couple days, I'll just tell a story real quick. A couple days before, Sam was like, what do we do with my mom at the live show? I was like, well, let's bring her up, you know? So we brought her up during the VIP Q&A and she sat on the stage and answered some questions and stuff. And then for the live show, I said, what if when we come back from the break, we bring her on and everybody can wave and take pictures or whatever? And then she can ask somebody, you know, ask a question or whatever. And so he was like, we should have her ask Matt a question. What should it be? And I immediately wrote back like, what time is it? He goes, there's no way. And then right before the show, we briefed her and told her what was going on. And she's like, I don't know what that means. And I was like, it's gonna kill. Don't worry. You don't have to understand it. I don't have time to explain Overwatch to you, but it's gonna kill. She's like, okay, that's all I do is ask him what time. I'm like, yep. And then just take it in after that.
Her face too. When it hit, she was like, I did it right.
She's like, I nailed it, yeah. And Matt said it. You can't say no to that face.
No.
Yeah, that was such a great
She
crowd.
thought it was like full of sexual innuendo.
She probably
knowing
thinks
Sam.
it was dirty.
I mean, it was like gyrating and like hip pumping behind her. I'm like, that is your mother. Are you serious?
No respect.
No.
Let's see if I can find any good ones for Travis here. Mike Thomas Swain says, with all this knowledge of your patron coming up in a flash, is this rush of information frightening or exciting?
Yes, to both those things. Definitely exciting. A little frightening just because of the scope of it. I think I was prepared to like find out what creature lied behind Ford's gifts, like who his patron was going to be. The magnitude of the suggestions that were dropped, or the hints, are pretty fucking big. And the whole ocean sequence, the controlling of the ocean was a lot. There was a lot going on there, and I think that's partially why he tried to keep it to himself, because he didn't quite know like where he stood with that. Right? Was he a fan of it? Was he all about it? Was he like, I gotta figure some way out of this. I gotta kill this wench and get this damn orb out of my chest and make all this shit stop. But I'm pumped. For me, I mean, to control the ocean, holy shit.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, bro.
It's gonna come in handy.
Just a little bit.
If you stay out there.
I mean, think how fast we'll travel.
Oh yeah.
Just like perpetual little wave, like, right? Don't
That's
laugh.
like some. That's like.
Serious.
I was very serious
We're
with
gonna
my.
put airships out of
with my
business
giggle.
because
Yeah.
Fajordi's ocean liner is
Yep.
gonna be like express.
That's dope as shit.
Word.
The Fajordi seaman will get you there.
Damn it.
I didn't phrase that properly. Hey, Miss Ginny in a Bottle has a question. Oh, that's Aki. Aki, thank you so much for what you sent us inside my mug right now. Thank you
Coffee.
very much.
Coffee.
Coffee from Colombia.
Yeah.
Travis, this one's also free. How excited are you to be delving into Ford's backstory in such depth this early into the campaign? Are you nervous about Ford's ability to cope with the potential his burgeoning powers have?
Yes, I'm super nervous. I don't think anybody wants to hop into their backstory first. I think everybody just wants to see everybody else go. Yeah, it's like the first few episodes, everybody was playing the "you will not know too much about me too quickly."
Y'all were playing that for a long time.
We were. It's a long game. All right. We watched Sam Riegel and Scanlon trick Vecna. I mean, you gotta appreciate the long con. Yeah, you don't ever want to be the first one, just in case it doesn't go well, and then you didn't get to have your character be around for everybody else's stuff. Because I mean, here's the thing, backstory is great and all. Matt doesn't make it super safe or easy.
Nope.
So there's no guarantee that just because we're in my backstory, that means that I'm going to survive it.
That's true.
Or be around. And I was curious to see higher warlock levels. No, I'm very optimistic about this.
Okay, good. You better be.
Yeah.
Feel the optimism.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
feel it. My confidence is overpowering.
Very secure.
Yeah, very secure. I was a little hesitant at first just because I wanted to try and figure him out more and maybe get a little in a higher level place and just get a little bit more comfortable. But it seems kind of appropriate, at least from my perspective, for Ford, who's again thrown into a situation that he really has no experience and no control over, to just all of a sudden be like shooting from the hip.
Yeah.
Right. In a scenario where he's like, I'll be prepared, I'll do the homework first, I'll be safe and careful about it, and it's just none of that.
If you hadn't have done the first campaign, including thinking, like 115 episodes, right?
Sure.
And you tried this character to start off with these complexities as your first character, that would have been pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it would have gone well. I think I would have been dead instantly.
Probably.
Yeah, only because I watched other characters be squishy did I know that rushing into something with the sort of character that I have would have been terrible. So Ford would have been dead real fast, real fast, and I also don't think I would have made this involved of a character, right?
Because you don't know what to you didn't know what to expect in the full arc at that point, because it was still very week to week for you.
Yeah, like I assume that a lot of people's backstories are very detailed and intricate on their own, and they were given to Matt. I like when Matt gets his hands in the food and starts to fuck with it a little bit. He does it anyway.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was a good character place to come from to genuinely not know some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to find out as much about it as possible, but I think it would have made it much simpler if I hadn't played before the same way I did the first one. Not that it would have been low intelligence, but Jesus.
I know. Yeah, running in that
power
squishy.
since I was a boy, and two parents that love me. Real simple.
The perfect backstory.
Yeah, there's a dog that's waiting for me at home.
No.
Yeah,
That dog would be so sad.
that's true.
Danny's triggered. Hey, CD88 has a question.
CBD8.
CBD8. When you went into the second campaign playing a warlock with a mysterious patron, what were your expectations for what Ford's patron would end up being? Now that you've learned a little bit about Ukatoa, how the fuck do I say this?
Ukatoa.
Ukatoa?
Ukatoa.
Ukatoa.
See, I tried to ask him too, but there's a dash in there somewhere.
That's
It's an
the dash
apostrophe.
is what it's like.
It's an apostrophe?
It's an apostrophe.
That's what I meant.
UK apostrophe O-T-O-A.
Did Matt say apostrophe, or did he say
he
dash?
said he spelled it out for you guys.
Agree to disagree.
He spelled it out for you guys.
He did.
That's why I don't remember.
How
When people rattle off,
passive-aggressive,
people
Danny.
rattle off
Dude,
their phone
I
numbers.
worked on those captions. I know what Matt said.
You know, that's true. She did. I have no argument, and I apologize. What are your initial thoughts about what Matt has created for you? Is the end of that one?
Holy shit, I think. And the reason I don't remember is because when people rattle off their phone numbers or spell their names, right, and they list single letters or numbers one after each other, I get lost after the third one every time.
You don't have to explain yourself.
I am, Danny, I am.
Okay.
He feels the need. He feels attacked. No, let him speak his piece, and then you'll get your turn.
Definitely attack Travis Willingham.
Yes, yeah, totally. You can see it in our eyes.
Yeah.
I was expecting some sort of water-based creature, not having taken a deep dive into the monster manual or the DM's guide or any of those things, because I like to be surprised. I know that we faced a giant kraken, so I thought maybe it'd be a kraken. I know there's like a thing called an aboleth, but I don't know what it looks like. I was kind of hoping for some giant, like, fucking fantasy shark, like a megalodon or something.
Ooh, yeah, like a three-headed shark attack. I watch all those movies.
Yeah,
on Netflix.
or like a very benevolent ocean water seal or otter.
Oh,
That
okay.
would be adorable.
Right, but like really big, and he like picked you up, and he was like, and when he eats, he's like,
Oh my God. What if it was like, have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? What if
No.
it was like, damn it. If it was like the sea lion, the lion turtle at the end.
Are you talking about the movie, or are you talking about the
talking
TV?
about the
No, she
TV
would
show.
never be
I
talking
had
about
to
the
ask
movie.
because I saw that in the theater, and
No
I wished I hadn't.
I'm talking about the TV show. There's a lion turtle at the end of it, and he's great, and I think that would be a really cool picture.
He's really
Anyway.
big though, and
Yes.
like slow, and I need somebody quick and agile. You know,
Makes
which
sense.
most otters are.
But he teaches Aang so much. Anyway,
Danny,
sorry.
save it for your Avatar after show that's coming out
Holy moly.
on Alpha or something.
Avatar commentary.
Travis, Galaxy Cleric has a question for you. How does Ford feel knowing that there are others that have dreams like him and knowing a bit more about this entity that talks to him in those dreams?
So happy. Ford so happy. Me so happy. Me going to talk in
I don't know why you're doing that.
Tarzan talk
Yeah,
now
you're being
for the rest of these questions. I was amped because I hadn't heard from Homeboy in a while, right? Like it'd been kind of a quiet combo. It just gave a good framework to it too, and actually a very natural sort of RP moment with that character. Cool to hear that she heard it as well. Hopefully she's not lying. I've been thinking about that a little bit. The fact that it led to another conversation was really encouraging, because as smart as I think I am, when you just hear 4 or 5 words muttered by themselves, you don't really have a lot of fucking context about what that means.
Right.
So I felt like, especially with this past dream, there was a lot more context, a lot more flavor. Like it sparked new ideas about what the fuck any of that means or what I'm supposed to do. There was a lot of just kind of like pointing in the dark and hoping that I was pursuing the right thing to try to gain knowledge on it. But I think he's genuinely excited to have someone that has shared in the same sort of what do you call it? Fuckardly experiences?
Fuckardly.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Yes.
But I also don't think he trusts her, because if his abilities are fantastic and powerful to him, then he certainly doesn't trust anyone else with that sort of gift without knowing them more.
How well would he have to know them?
They would definitely have to sleep together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Danny.
Oh boy. She's over there fanning herself.
Lord have mercy.
Let's give away some free shit, Lord have mercy.
Mercer.
Yeah, free shit.
Our first giveaway tonight is Gift of the Week.
Reach out with that hand.
Woo!
Gift of the week.
Woo!
Our winner
Sam's not the only one that can sing.
for episode 37 of Campaign 2 was sent in by Carmel Day. Carmel Day?
Carmel.
Carmel Day. Let's take a look.
Oh, jeez. My always special guest teacher, Mom, like, good morning, class. What is it called when pirates only negotiate peacefully? Is it like a parfait?
I think you're actually trying to answer them.
Yeah, I might learn something.
Gets a gold star. This is so good. I love this one.
So, the win last.
And I go over and smack you.
Yeah. Yo-ho.
Beauregard, that is not appropriate. They go to the low settings. He gets a gold star
Star
for
for
his
the
flask.
flask.
Yeah, that flask was
There it
great.
is.
That was awesome.
And full of water.
Full of disgusting
Yep, just water. Like this.
garbage.
Right? Like this.
Yep.
Just seawater.
Congrats to you, Carmel. You have won, I thought you were going to throw that at me. You have won these Vox Machina and Mighty 9 pins. These are special editions.
Ooh, yeah. Those are awesome.
Let me get out of the light. Yeah, they're really nice. I was going to wear one tonight, but it's kind of mess with my nipple piercings. Remember, if you want to win one of our weekly contests, you can do so by emailing your GIF or fan art to submit at talksmachina.com. Moving on.
Submit. Submit. The power.
Yeah, it's the only button he gets right every time.
I control oceans in that command.
Caroline the Geek. Travis, can we get a small amount of Ford's internal monologue during that one-on-one with the captain?
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, don't come over here, don't come over here, don't come over here. Yeah, when Mercer's like, she stands up and comes around the desk, I was like, no, no, and then I realized it was out loud.
You didn't mean to say that out loud? Oh my God.
Oh fuck, I forgot what I said, like, oh shit, or something like that.
Oh,
You stay
man.
over there, I stay over here, and we'll just be sexy time across the desk, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just making eyes. Just making eyes. No, don't move. No, don't move.
Well, also, I was sitting closer to Mercer than I ever do. Like he was
Oh yeah,
genuinely
he was
each
right
other.
within
there.
like 2 arms lengths, so I could see like the glistening in his beautiful blue eyes, and there must have been a current because his hair was being all majestic and blowy.
Just does that naturally.
Yeah.
He doesn't break the eye contact
He
either.
doesn't. He
keeps
doesn't
it the
blink
whole
either.
time.
He does that Michael Caine secret for acting where
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
locks on and
Don't
doesn't blink. Michael Caine.
God, I love Michael Caine.
Has anyone seen Michael Caine? Hey, Travis, Geralt of Boring Trivia. Save us from Brian's name pronunciations with an answer to this question.
No, come on, that was
Great.
more
I
clever.
thought it was fantastic. Fajordi has shown visible discomfort with flirtatious women in the past. What made him keep his cool in his conversation with Avantika? The fact that he kept his cool is relative, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was enough shitty play from both Ford and myself over the past 2 weeks that I think we diagnosed that it was mostly from being too cautious, right? Trying to be too safe, trying not to make a stupid decision, not properly handling the new responsibility. When sometimes you just gotta say fuck it, like, and just jump in, right?
Right.
Jump in the stream and see where it takes you, and. You know, there was no other way. Plus, hearing Caduceus say like vanity, right? Play to her vanity. That was
Right.
a good.
Took that advice to heart.
Yeah, that was a good note, right? And it worked. So, I think. What was the game where it was like you would put your hand on somebody in like middle school and
Oh yeah. Are you nervous?
are you
or
nervous?
something? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I felt like I was playing a game of Are You Nervous with Mercer because he would flirt and then I would flirt and then he would flirt and then I would flirt and I was like, I don't want this to go where I think it's going. I don't want to do this in front of 3,000 people.
Nope.
So what you're saying is you were nervous.
Yeah, just a little bit. I was down though. I was ready. I was committed to wherever that was going, and I told Mercer afterwards when he said, then you'll need to arrest. I wanted to be like, oh, thank God.
Yep.
Thank you,
Yep.
sir.
Yep.
Thank you so much. You're so kind.
Speaking of that part, Nicholas Alman says, how do you feel about not getting laid by Matt? I mean, Avantika. I wanted to see you and Matt have to verbally act out an entire sex scene.
So disappointed.
I feel like
Disappointed.
I'm
was
not
ready.
saying
I was
people didn't
ready.
get their money's worth that were there, but
I was ready. I'll tell you.
Live show, Travis.
I'll tell you. I felt like
Close.
I was receiving the chi energy of all
Right.
of it from everyone in the audience. That was the only reason that I was comfortable doing it. In the quiet of our own studio, it's far more awkward.
Oh,
but with
yeah,
that many
because
people
here-
like cheering you on, you're like, I am going to get naked and nail my
Right.
fictional NPC right here in front of everybody.
right? It's bad enough when it's just the 7 other people.
Yeah,
But
and you just hear like, Liam nose breathing 2 people over. He doesn't nose breathe. I nose breathe.
right.
But you can
I
just
wish I could
you
nose
can
breathe
see the
right now.
sheen from Sam's smile as he's enjoying the awkwardness that's unfolding.
Sam's definitely a mouth breather.
Definitely a mouth breather. Ford is so damn uncomfortable around with him.
Wow.
If you could
See?
pronounce the word right, then
Yeah.
maybe.
Witherspoon?
I
Feel
feel like
better.
maybe they need to do a medical study on the effects of your D&D character on your natural person, because I definitely got slightly dumber after playing Grog for 2.5 years, and I am an awkward bumblefuck when I talk about women with Ford. That may
That's
just
true.
be me. That may just be me.
It is just you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, you're married to like the most beautiful woman ever.
I know. Well, I was telling Rachel outside, I was like, I'm not that smooth in real life. Don't make me try and be smooth with my fantasy character. I don't know how to do it in the first place.
Yeah, your game is. You've been out of the game for so long.
That's true.
why.
I'm so rusty.
Yeah.
I'm so rusty.
And not to be shallow here, but your looks are so good that you haven't really had to skate
You're
on
really
a lot
skating
of.
by.
Yeah. You haven't had to really rely on your personality very much in life because.
I see. Yes, I have neglected my craft, my art. I need to find the old man on the mountaintop, carry buckets of water up the steps, and
Well, I have some
recommit.
literature I could give you that'll help you.
Some
get
literature?
Yeah, I have some different erotic literature I could give you.
Oh, really?
Brian doesn't share
I just
that
want to know
stuff.
what one of the titles is.
They're all ebooks.
what? Kindle books?
What's one of the titles?
Yeah, what's one?
Wet Wipe Express.
Oh no!
What? You don't use wet wipes for stuff?
No!
Hey, Travis, McFly9419 wants to know, McFly, is Ford aware of Jester's jealousy around other women, or is he just oblivious to it?
My wife.
My
Son of a bitch. So, no, well, he's not aware of it, right? Because he wasn't in the cabin for all of that moment, and she was trying to play it off, and I think he's slightly oblivious. He got a little flash of it with the jellyfish, right? But otherwise, he hasn't seen any jealousy. I have to comment though about how terrible of a person my wife is. I told her last December in campaign 1 that I was not about romance in D&D. Where in the characters that I am playing, I don't like it. It's too complicated. I'm not looking for it. And she was like, "You're saying you won't ever have a romance in our D&D game?" And I was like, "Never. Count on it. It's not happening. I'm just here to kill people and get rich." And she was like, "I'm gonna romance you." And I was like, "No, you're not." She's like, I am, and you're gonna fall for me, or you're gonna have to turn down your wife." And I was like, yeah, we'll see. And she's fucking doing it.
Yeah, and you're not gonna be turning it down.
Well, I was like, I will totally shut you out in the cold. I will blockade your ass quicker than you can spell parfait. And what does she do? She brings jellyfish and tears into that shit. That's not fair.
No.
Actual wife tears is a fucking knife in the
Wife
gut.
tears.
You know what it is though? You did wait like 4 days to call her back, and
Oh my
then
God.
and
I'll
then
never hear the end of
there's
this.
The whole, now, because I love you, I called her out on 2 years before she
Yep.
told them about you.
Yep.
But yeah, I still think there's some revenge happening here.
She also wanted me to clarify because she was like, "It sounds like you ghosted me and blew me off." And she was like, "That was not how it went down." I was like,
Oh, boy.
"What are you talking about?" I was like, "I didn't call you for like weeks." And she goes, "Yeah." And then we eventually went out again, but it was just a couple weeks. She was like, "I wasn't sweating it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, all right.
She's like, "It was a
Shit.
mutual thing. Don't be misrepresenting."
Dang.
And then I had to make dinner and clean the house.
Yep. That sounds
Still
about
got
right.
together.
Yeah.
Vashta Mama asks, which is more stressful, portraying Ford as a competent sailor or trying to figure out what to do in Ford's visions?
Oh God. Definitely perpetually trying to know anything about sailing. Only because like people like Ashley and apparently Sam know a lot I sailing, and there are so many
Sam
people.
owns several yachts. I'm not sure if a lot of people know this, but
Isn't-
Sam's
he's, like,
quite
extremely
rich.
wealthy,
He's
right?
very wealthy.
Yeah.
I read about it on Reddit.
I saw that. Yeah. Like a
Apparently he's like
7
super
digits.
rich. Yeah, like
crazy.
He's got a 7-digit phone number. That's how rich he is.
The sailing part is hard because I can't accurately, enact that sort of knowledge. I can't just like summon it, and it takes me a second. So I will never be as like quick and verbose as if I was like memorizing a line, right?
Right.
You can be a doctor, a sailor, any sort of profession, as long as you can memorize the words that somebody else has written. It's far easier to look competent, right? You can see Russell Crowe as that commander and master and commander and all that stuff. But when you're trying to make it up yourself and you haven't earned it, there's like there's no stores for it.
Right.
But fuck, are Matt's visions hard for me? They're so hard to figure out. Like, I'm totally playing it like a video game in my mind, right? The statue, blow it up. Oh, it worked. Okay, good. Blow it up. Blow up the next one. Okay, it worked. Empty room with walls, or like a ceiling, and a couple inches of water. Okay. I'm gonna like walk the border of the room. I don't see anything. I'm gonna summon the sword and like touch the floor and.
Dude, that was legitimately confusing. Those visions are confusing.
It was a puzzle for sure.
Thank God for Laura going like, put your on the other side of the table, and I was like, oh, Harry Potter with the pensieve. Hello.
Right?
There we go again.
As soon as she said that, I was like, oh my God, pensieve.
Yeah, I would love to say that I could figure out every riddle, but that's just not my strength, man.
Right, I know.
There are some people that are really good at D&D, puzzles and stuff, but
Yeah, those are oftentimes the most difficult for me.
I feel you. And I love puzzles. Like I really love puzzles, but in D&D, I always feel like I'm on the spot.
yeah.
Like it's one thing to like be in like an escape room or like doing puzzles with your friends or something like that, but I always feel like when I'm playing a character who's supposed to be good at them,
Yeah, it's tough.
it always makes it like way harder.
Plus, it's in your mind, right? You're playing in a shared imagination space. You're not actually referencing the same thing. Like there have been a couple of times afterwards, I was like, I need you to draw me a map, or I need you to draw the thing, because I could just be thinking of it entirely wrong. I think I thought it was like a couple inches of water, and I think it was a bit more.
It was like a couple feet, I think.
Yeah, like just above my ankles or something like
Right.
that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, there.
But you can study.
You can study, and you can always
study, you can
always see if
learn.
there's a pigeon in the room.
There might be a pigeon in the room.
Part.
I was
Make
hoping
you
it
look
was
for
pigeon.
pigeons.
Put your face in. Put your face in the
Somebody was cosplaying as the metagaming pigeon.
I saw that.
Stop it.
I took a picture at the
It
autograph
had an
signing.
awesome jacket on. It was really,
I will tweet it
really
later.
dope. Really cool.
Let's get through a few more before we do fan art.
Yes.
Gudamus Prime. What do you-
Gudamus.
I think so.
Okay.
What do you think the significance of the statues of Sabian and Vandrin is? Did Ford regret destroying his former mentor or father figure?
I didn't even think about that until the next morning.
Because you were just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I was just trying to get through it. Like,
Right.
blowing up Sabian obviously made sense. Then seeing the statue of Vandrin was confusing, but I was like, if I try and blow it up and it doesn't work, then obviously there's something else to this, but it worked also. So I was like, oh, it's just another barrier. And not until the next morning, and when I didn't have as much Jameson as I could possibly put into my system coursing through me, did I say like, well, wait a minute, is it saying that I have to find Sabian and destroy him and also find Vandrin, who is still alive, and destroy him? Why would I need to do that? But coupled with, the revelation that she's only seen one other that was chosen, I can only assume that she's talking about Vandrin, maybe.
Yeah.
And that'll obviously be something I have to seek out. But Vandrin's very important to Ford. He's very, as close to a father figure as he's ever had. So I don't really know how that's going to go. Let's just hope that it was not carefully thought out by Mercer.
Right.
It doesn't have a lot of meaning, which there's absolutely zero chance
The
of.
odds of that are pretty low. Yeah. It's like
Maybe he kicked puppies or something, and I just don't know about it.
It could be.
It'll make it easier.
It could be. Classic turnaround for a D&D villain.
Old puppy kicker.
Thought he was my father mentor. Found out
Kicks puppies.
that guy kicks dogs. Oh, damn. We'll find a new. Critical Schluck wants to know, was Ford's slip up in his accent after waking on purpose or just you readjusting?
What part was that?
Yeah,
Whenever you woke up from the dream,
Oh, you asshole. I can never tell when you're fucking with me, man. I'm gonna kick you in the fucking.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, don't answer that then.
We had a lot of technical issues, Brian.
Oh, that's true. I remember the guy said that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, so, I think.
Just Meg, 93. asks, you started to react to learning that Caleb heard and saw the entire one-on-one quite intensely before Liam clarified it was out of character. How does Ford feel about the fact that Caleb witnessed the entire exchange?
I mean,
One of my favorite parts of that episode by far.
I think like a lot of people, you know, if no one is watching, you are far freer to experiment or take a risk or just try something, and there's no one to keep you accountable for it if it goes, you know, fucking south.
Tits up, as Arsqueef says.
As it were,
He says that went tits up, didn't it?
In jolly old
London
Sweden,
town
where is he?
accent. Yeah. He's not in
Uruguay?
Sweden. He's in Uruguay.
That's right.
Yeah. You can tell from the, oh fuck, he's not here anymore. Anyway, when something goes tits up.
Right, and I think even though it went well, not that it was like an encroachment on his privacy or anything like that. I think he was just like, bitch, you're not supposed to be watching. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, you know how much I was sweating in there? I can't. It was one of those things where it's like, I can't be thinking about you watching me, man. I cannot go when you're watching.
I can't go when you're watching, right?
I think it was more of that, of like, you know, if you weren't aware, I'm already real uncomfortable about doing this. I'm going to need you to just make sure the door's closed.
Right.
And keep it closed.
I know.
Yeah, more of that.
It's like when I have to take my P test with my PO, you know? And he's always just...
I should have known I was just setting the parallel.
He's always just standing right in front of me.
Yeah, I got to watch you go in the cup.
Yep.
Gotta
see it go
cup.
in the Del Taco cup. And I'm always like, are you sure we're using these for medical? Hey guys, our next giveaway is Fan Art of the Week.
Yeah, Fan Art of the Week. Art Dad.
Our dad.
This week's fan art winner for episode 37 was sent in by Max Beach, aka at M Beach Creative. Let's take a look.
What?
Did you see this one?
No.
I know, there's so many, it's hard to,
Little baby ruin and leaves very little time to scour the internet.
That's true.
Fuck, that's awesome. Did he draw those clouds, or is that a photo of are those like photos in the back?
I think they probably drew it.
Damn, that's really fucking good.
It's art, Travis.
Well, I don't know. Look how good the clouds are. Sometimes you could like
Yeah, but he didn't draw this on a picture that someone took of a bunch of clouds.
Why not? You don't know, right? It might be very clever to get like a picture of clouds and then augment the art to make it look really cool.
Oh,
have you ever been to New York?
I literally just came back from there hours ago.
Okay, well, that happens in New York.
That's a cool hat, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
What's it say?
Pretty dope, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, well, thank you to everyone who submitted. Congrats to you, Max. Not you. You have won this Lacewood tabletop dice tray from our friends at Wormwood Gaming.
Smells good, Brian.
It does, dude. It smells good.
Smells real good.
I really like the Lacewood.
Yeah, I like the way it smells.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is like, I love how you showed up looking like you were about to, like you were in college.
Like I went down to the corner for milk, basically.
Yes, you were in college and then you were just like, I guess I'll go meet my buddies at Shakey's Pizza for a minute.
This shirt came in, by the way, like months ago, near the beginning of the campaign, and I was moving stuff and I found it and I was like, I gotta wear that.
Did we confirm that is from, it's gotta be from Jordan, right?
Yeah, from Dread Singles.
Dread Singles.
It's really soft, it feels great. Thank you, Jordan.
You're welcome. No, I'm saying that on behalf of him because I'm actually him and Pullout King. Guys, you can submit by sending your GIF and fan art to submit at talksmachina.com. Rules for our contest are available on critroll.com until we get some shit figured out or they change the thing or whatever. The giveaways are sadly still limited to just US and Canada minus Quebec.
Yep.
Somebody came up to me at the autograph signing, this sweet young lady, and she was like, I just want you to know that I'm from Quebec and I don't appreciate, she was fucking with me, but
really?
I got scared shitless.
That's so
I was like,
good.
We're joking. I even made an apology tweet about that. And she was like, I'm just fucking with you, dude. Calm down.
That's
dumb shit."
amazing.
It was hilarious.
Props to that woman.
Yep. Daily Twin 2 has a question for you, Travis. Danny, there's not enough of these for me. Just kidding.
Yeah, about that.
I don't care.
Brian, why did you find it necessary to wear the slickest suit I've ever seen when everyone else was dressing up like pirates?
Oh, well, that was, I was panicking because I was going to do a backup. I was going to do one of the other ones that I wore on the video we did with Taliesin,
Yeah.
the sort of undead suit thing with the top hat.
Right, yeah.
Like the hobo, whatever suit. But that one's really fragile.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Doesn't
it's
travel well.
no, and it's in pieces, and I just didn't feel right about it. So I was like, you know what, we're in New York, I'm gonna class it up a little bit. And then of course Taliesin shows up with the eyeliner, and he's like passing it around to everyone.
You looked amazing.
Well, Ashley did the eyeliner.
Yeah, you
and
look
then,
like a representative from below, the below places.
I look like an extra from Blade Trinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Constantine.
Ed Lopez, one of the guys who works with us, at Ed Lopez on Twitter. Blade 3, his favorite fucking movie of all time.
With Jessica Biel and the bow and arrow?
This is what he said the other day. He's like dead serious, because like Chris Lockey,
Yeah.
Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Best movie of all time, he says. Ed, I don't know why we hired these people. Ed, Blade Trinity. He goes, Ryan Reynolds' performance in that movie, the only one he did better was the first time he did Deadpool. And I'm like, are you out of your goddamn mind? You can't tell anyone this.
I think he was transfixed by the Reynolds abs because while his performance
That was
funny,
CGI, though.
clearly the best performance in Blade 3 was Goldberg. Wasn't it Goldberg, the wrestler, was also
was he in it?
I think so.
I've never seen this movie.
What are you
Danny,
talking
what are you
about?
talking
I've
about?
never seen Blade Trinity. I'm sorry, guys.
John Constantine's
Yeah,
in it.
Blade had
not.
sidekicks.
John Constantine is like he's the whole third act of the
Ryan
movie,
Reynolds had a
Danny.
beard and he was that was the first time that people were like, "Oh, Ryan Reynolds is fucking hot."
Yeah, and then Jessica Biel, TV's from five parties of seven.
Heaventh.
Yep.
Heaventh.
Seven.
Heaven.
Heaven. What happened?
That was a lot. That was a lot,
It's
you
the
guys.
water. It's the fucking manta
It's
ray.
the water. Travis, stumble your way through the answer to this question by Daily Twin 2. Why did Ford lie about his dream despite telling the rest of the 9 about the previous ones the night before?
To buy some time.
To buy some
To
time.
buy some time. Yeah, it was such an overwhelming thing. I hadn't had time to process how I felt about it yet. So to be in there and have Caleb just immediately go like, or no, not in the cabin, but wake up in that same way, going like,
Right.
and having everybody go like, "Did you have a dream?" I hadn't processed it yet, so I just wanted a little more time to figure out how I felt about it. Plus, I think they're trying to be honest with each other and they're trying to be cohesive, but it doesn't mean you have to share everything all of the time.
No.
Right?
No, definitely not.
Especially when it doesn't really affect anyone immediately. I'm sure they would argue that it does, since he's barfing up salt water and absorbing things into his body and voring swords like a dumbass.
You did
But
what you had to do.
yeah, do what you had to do. But it's just a dream, right? And as long as there were no Ender's Game type consequences to actually like smashing ships on some sort of shore, then no harm, no foul.
Right. We only have time for a few more. This one I really wanted to get to. Another question about Jester. This is from Ty Guy 8. On an earlier Talks episode, thanks for watching, you said Ford hadn't ever lied to Jester. But in the most recent episode, he did lie to Jester about having another dream and about his accent. Did he do that because the others were there? If it would have just been her, would he have told her the truth?
Yes. Yeah.
So he was just
Jester knows
doing a blanket.
Jester knows a little bit more about Ford than I think some people have realized, and I think more than she's let on to the group.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I think that's a safe way to say it. She knows some things, and I think she also doesn't care about certain things that others in the group care about because of that knowledge. So yeah, just one of those things that you just have to see if it comes about ever. Might not. I don't know.
Might not.
Might not.
I don't know. Something a lot of people ask about, this just 10. Do you think there's a connection between Ford's patron and Molly Lucian, or do you think the possible connection between the spheres and Molly's tattoos is just a coincidence? What were you / Ford thinking when that came up at the live show?
Well, I just couldn't help thinking, I mean, Taliesin had talked about his tattoos, and he had said, each one of them has a significance. And he had mentioned that several times and given us like a wink and a little coy smile. And so it's always kind of bothered me that Molly is gone, or at least not with us right now. And, it's like the President's Book of Secrets. Like, you want to know what each one of those things meant, what was the significance, and what did it lead to. And then in just thinking about like the neck tattoo and the ones that he talked about on his hands where the peacock feathers were, that circle that's in the feathers also kind of looks like an eye. And when I said it, I was looking at Taliesin, and Taliesin has a great poker face, but also in front of 3,000 people, sometimes that can break a little bit. And I thought I saw something in it when I said it, like a double blink or a look away or a down or something. And then I paused because I thought it was nothing. And Matt was far more stoic. He even said like, no, you don't recognize anything. So I was like, oh, that shut down. Or did I actually just land on something and, we're not ready for that yet. So I don't know. I don't think Molly or Lucian has anything to do with Ford's patron, but also Molly didn't know who he was.
Right.
So it's hard to not connect that to every little, if I'm a switchboard operator, I'm trying that peg every single time,
Right.
So I think maybe the tattoos, if Molly is as well traveled as I think he was, and if each one of those tattoos maybe represents a deity or a certain following or a certain life of his, I think there's a pretty good chance that, we'll keep it the Harry Potter references. Maybe I need to go open up Dumbledore's grave to get that Elder Wand, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
shit! Slytherin for life, keep it real.
Holla.
Max is not having it, hates Harry Potter,
Hufflepuff.
calls it childish. Childish.
Do you really, Max?
Yeah.
Are we going to come to blows after this?
Yet he tells me his favorite movie, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, or whatever the fuck it's called.
No offense to you if you like Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
No offense at all.
Just judgment.
Just judgment. Next question is from, this person had tweeted me or something. I saw on Tumblr or something that I pronounced it wrong last time. It's Carnot lesbian, not Carnot lesbian. I said awesome.
Gotcha.
I think. Early on, Ford threatened Caleb for putting the group at risk to further his own personal goals. How does Ford feel now that the group is in a precarious situation due to his own quest, especially given his continued avoidance of Caleb's questions?
Yes. Yeah, man. Fucking great question.
It's a great one.
Yeah, that made me grin. He doesn't like it, right? Like, he felt super responsible for Molly even when they were abducted. He feels responsible for the whole ship fiasco. I think he has a huge guilt complex, and he's never had any real responsibility. And I think he is shying away from it. I still don't even think he's comfortable in that position of people calling him captain and stuff like that. He really wants to blend in. He doesn't want people to look to him for those things, just because he's never been in that place. I just don't think he knows if he would be any good at it. Knowing now that, these things are happening, if he wants to learn more about them, it might put the group at risk, or there might be a cost. That's definitely playing out in my mind. How much do you want to know if it costs a little bit on the side, right? Might not hurt anybody, but maybe it will. And I guess it's just going to come down to who he is really, and what he really is looking for in all this. Because if he's really just trying to find the people that hurt him and took from him, he doesn't really need all of this other stuff. But that other stuff is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it is.
Just saying.
I'm really excited to see where it goes. I like that you're playing a character that's getting so much time and to really dive into right now, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I know it's a lot, but it's still
prefer
fun.
being like reactionary, right? I like when other people take the risks and you can comment on it. You don't get any of the social media shit. Not that I ever see it, but just because I don't look.
A little busy with a baby.
Yeah, and it's just easy to be, to be funny and make, commentary on other people's actions and stuff. When you're actually having to drive and affect and change things first, it was just a totally different experience. And last Thursday was amazing. We will see if it carries over into our quiet, solemn studio space, and if we can continue to not, fuck up simple boats and kill people unnecessarily.
Yep. Well,
You, man.
you can do it. Oh, God damn it.
What? Did somebody FaceTime?
Sam Riegel did. Hold on, I'm calling him back.
He's like, you get a limited window. There's no way.
He did 4 minutes ago. He called in. Yeah, I'm trying it right now.
Do it. It's worth it.
God, his picture I have on my
You should
phone
just hold
is
it up
so
to the fish, though.
gross.
He's not gonna answer, I bet.
He probably won't, because he's probably like, oh, there he is.
What's happening?
Did you get him?
What's happening? I'm showing you're live on the internet right now.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Travis.
Hey, pal.
Hey, I wanted to call into your show to wish myself a happy birthday.
We already did. we already wished you a
I
happy.
can't hear you.
Yeah, you can. We already wished you a happy birthday earlier.
Yeah, you had a little thing on
You
the
should
screen.
really watch the show sometime, man.
I don't want to break the trend.
Yeah, what did you end up doing for your birthday? It looks like you're in some sort of a sweat lodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hot in here.
Yeah, you're already getting a farmer tan.
Yeah, we heard kids yelling and screaming. Are you?
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you in the hallway of a Best Western in Chino Hills?
I went to a six-year-old kid's birthday party. I'm gonna piggyback off of his.
Fuck that kid, it's your birthday.
Steal some of his presents and
But they
cake.
have a clown.
You had a joint birthday party with a 6-year-old?
Yeah, his name's Trevor. He's really cool.
Wow. Well, I'm glad to see you're making friends at long last. Happy birthday, man. I can't believe, I mean, you can tell kind of by the beard, but I can't believe you're 50. Yeah, wish Sam a happy birthday with Sweet 50 on hashtag Sam Riegel's
Yes.
Sam Riegel's Sweet 50 on Twitter.
Yes.
I love it. I can't wait to see it. Have a good rest of your show.
It's over, but thank you. It ends at 8. You've never seen it, but it ends at 8.
Not a fan.
Say bye to Travis.
Bye.
Bye. Oh God, it got frozen on the worst face imaginable.
Or the best.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. Stick around for Talks Machina Under the Sea. I would like to thank all of my guests tonight, but mostly you, Travis. Your answers, I felt like, were better than everybody else's.
Favoritism.
Yep. Critical Role episode 38 airs this week. Same place, same time as usual. Till then, don't forget to love each other, and don't worry, it's almost Thursday. Stay tuned, my friends. We're back. Welcome to Talks Machina Under the Sea. My guest, still just Travis, guys, sorry. Careful. I don't know the Heimlich maneuver, and everybody here is too short to give it to you anyway.
That's very
Except for
true.
I mean,
Steve.
fruit snacks. These are the jam.
Steve's tall. Max is tall.
Yeah.
Are you taller than Max?
Yeah, a little bit. Barely? Same height?
It's hard to tell because of his wig.
And the glory. Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, in this part of the show, we take questions from the
He said
Alpha
yes.
chat. He said
nodded
yes?
yeah,
Okay. This is from Jaws 1280. Question for everyone. So let's go ahead and bring everyone in from the lobby. How much would someone need to pay you to drink out of Sam's flask? I wouldn't do it.
Oh man, well it's
wouldn't do it.
it's like mystery every night, right?
Yeah.
There are nights where it's like something benign,
Ugh.
but every once in a while you get like a whiff of it, and it kind of smells like a cast after 7 weeks.
Oh, a cast.
Yeah, so
Ugh. That's
it's because he
disgusting.
drinks that box wine, man. You know.
He does. It seems so awkward too, the way he brings a funnel that's about this big, and he puts the funnel into the flask. It's like bright orange, and then he literally takes like I don't know, $4 box of wine.
Sometimes it's those plastic bags of wine.
He presses, and sometimes it's a bag.
Yep.
Yeah, and he just presses the button. It takes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's why he's got a little bit of,
He's got some definition
got
in
some
those.
definition
Yeah,
in those
he's got those
arms,
blacksmith
man.
arms.
You fucking.
Those
betcha.
box wine arms.
Okay. But how much would you drink out of it? I wouldn't drink out of it.
I would drink out of it. Yeah, I have just
The
enough.
only thing I would touch that Sam's lips have also touched is Liam.
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay, here's a good one. Travis. Actually, oh yeah, this is good. Squally form. Who do you think should be the next member of the Mighty Nine to get the intense Mercer flirtation treatment?
Ooh.
Bless you, Danny.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Sneezes are not controllable. Do you know? I've been teaching you about not apologizing for things you didn't do wrong. I've been teaching Max to apologize for everything.
Right.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I think my top 3 would be Caleb first.
How's he gonna handle that?
Yeah, not well.
He doesn't
I don't
have
think.
time for sex.
I mean, you don't think so, but it's always the quiet ones, right, that turn out to be the Casanovas. Or Caduceus, just because I just want to hear that.
I want to hear that too.
Yeah, and my third would, of course, be Yasha, because I think she would
Yeah.
probably kill you if you do not
Perform well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why I'm still alive.
Oh boy.
Smooth as curdled milk.
Hey, Jackie Q40, do either of you have any favorite fan interactions from this weekend? You know what? I met more critters at New York Comic Con, bless you, than I did than I have done at any other convention. Highlights were definitely the Pillow Mat people were so great. Mobius was there. Mobius showed up.
There was
and
a really great Ford cosplayer that I had to tip my hat to.
with the contacts?
Contact in the lower tusks.
That was amazing.
Oh man, he did really, really well.
If I find his, because I think he took a picture with me. If I find it, I'll retweet it. There was a lot of great Ford cosplay, a ton. I thought it was awesome because it's kind of it's hard. You have to paint your whole thing. It's like the people that do Jester and everything.
Yep.
Oh, there was some great Molly, the whole coat and all the stuff.
God, yeah.
Man, that was the Quebec was a really fun
Quebec
fan
was
interaction.
good. Yeah. That was really smart.
There
too.
was some really sweet. Everybody's so nice. It was really funny. The person that was we have the handlers who were there to help us get to the things we need to in time and stuff like that. And Mary, the girl that was my handler, was fucking awesome. And after the first day, she was like, I don't know anything about the show, but your fans are the nicest people in the world. Like, I've never worked with someone that their fan base was. I'm like, I know you're gonna have a fucking blast just hang out. Like, these people are funny. They care about the show. They know everything about it. They're so nice to each other in the lines. Like, that's the other thing. The lines, people end up making friends that they end up sometimes playing D&D with. They meet in the lines to come say hi, and that's like all you could hope for, really.
There was this, I had a really good a female fan came through, and she was like, you're not going to believe this, but I first met you at a convention, an anime convention that I went to because I was a Full Metal Alchemist fan, and we took a picture, and she showed it to me. It was from 2007.
Whoa.
So it was like baby me, no beard, way thinner. And she was like, and I still love anime, but I found Critical Role because of you guys, and I've watched every single episode, and I wanted to take another picture so we could have a, before and after. I was like, yeah, cool. Can we Photoshop it so I'm as skinny as I was then? Get rid of the gray and everything.
That's about when that headshot I used for your episode was, right?
I think so.
About that time?
I think so.
2007, 8
Yeah,
maybe?
2006, 2007. Yeah.
Whatever,
Yep.
Travis. The gray is very distinguished.
Is it?
I like it.
It is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Distinguished is what you think of when you see a guy in a backwards trucker hat.
Yep.
I wasn't talking about the hat. I was talking about the gray.
Oh, good.
Right.
Okay, good.
Right.
Yeah.
Veithe says, do you know what Sam left up in the back corner of the balcony?
Oh,
It was a signed
It's
poster.
it was. Yeah, it was like a little.
Yeah.
It was like a little grabby bag. So fucking smart to be like, what's the worst seat in the house? Or actually, he actually looked at the seating chart and saw that there was this one seat just purchased all the way in the back.
Yeah, like
He was
nobody around him.
Respect for that. We're
Yeah.
buying the worst seat in the house. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll make sure they know we saw them.
That was cool.
Now every show there will be a
There will be
competition,
some
a
sort of
race,
Easter
a race
egg.
to the shittiest seat in the house.
I think if he ever retires one of his flasks, he should do it in that way. Put it in the corner of the
nobody
balcony.
Won't be hard to
that.
find. You can just smell your way to it.
You can sell it for $5 or something. REO teabagging.
Oh!
REO
Is that a
teabagging.
frequent?
They're back.
Oh,
They're back.
so good.
Hey everyone! Since tonight is Sam's birthday, what are some crazy birthday stories you have to share? Well, getting the cops called on us at the beach during your birthday thing.
Yes.
For drinking on the
Yes.
beach, which we were not supposed to be doing.
Not allowed to drink alcohol on most beaches in LA. Some,
Yeah.
but
Good to know.
not many. Yeah.
Very good to know. Yes, you must be very careful or you will receive a ticket.
Yep, which we did, and we took plenty of pictures with very, very kind
cool.
cops.
Yeah, they were
that
on the
cuffing us.
They were on the quads.
Four-wheelers,
Yeah,
yeah.
we've told this story before on
That's
After
right,
Dark
that's
because we
right.
were talking about how Max's favorite show is Baywatch Nights.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Zach. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. His favorite show is Powdered Puff Girls.
Yes.
Have you seen that? And he likes
Powdered
Peppa
Puff Girls
Pig too. Or no, that's Chris, our sound guy.
Oh, that
Chris
is
the big
Chris's,
Peppa
yeah.
Pig.
He wears
'Cause
the
says
shirts sometimes.
he wears the shirts.
Yep.
He says that the British sense of humor is more evolved. I'm like, that's fucking such a pretentious
That
thing
sounds like
to
something
say.
Chris would say,
That's
though.
right.
Yeah.
Good. He likes cops. Have you seen Live PD? Fuck you.
I'll tell you a cool Sam story. Before Critical Role ever started, we knew each other very, I guess, just in a professional sense. And I think he had a paintball game for his birthday. Liam found this old photo this last week and sent it along. And I forgot that he invited me. And he was like, I need a couple more people to come to the paintball game. Do you want to play? Do you play paintball? And I was like, yeah. Do you play paintball? And he goes, I actually had a team like back in the day. And I was like,
Whoa.
I didn't know that. That's amazing. So we played. And I remember.
Wait, I was there. Wasn't I at that?
No, you weren't.
Oh,
You weren't
okay.
at this one.
I went to one of the PCB ones.
Yes, yeah. And the game was going on, and I get a little competitive, and I was a little bit more of an outdoor kid than the rest. And I remember there was one of his best friends was there, and it came down to the end of this one match, and I ended up running down like a hill, doing a baseball slide behind a bunker, and ending up like 7 feet behind this guy, and put a paintball right in the side of his neck, which left this huge blister.
Yeah, that hurts a lot.
One of his friends was like, "That was the coolest thing I've ever seen." And Sam was like, "Shot him in the neck, asshole." And I was like, "Man."
Remember when Laura shot those 3 people that had already surrendered when we played?
Like John Rambo.
They
She
were
was wearing a red
pissed.
bandana and a big ass
She
mask,
was.
so you can't
She
tell who
was.
it is. And it was Sam and I again, and we were in this back corner, and we were like, we need to advance on this building.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw this little guy pop up and run just straight balls out towards this like building, stick their gun over the window and be like, surrender, surrender, surrender. And these three huge dudes come out and they're like, geez, like guns raised. And we finally get back to the area where you can like take your mask off, and my wife's like,
Boom.
hair light comes out. I was like, that was
what?
fucking
That
you?
was you?
You
I know.
crazy bitch.
That was so good. That was so good.
Where'd that come from?
Lelia, have you ever used your grog voice to order food at Taco Bell?
All the time. All the time. Or robocalls.
Oh.
Hello? What is your name? No, I do not need any work done on my house. Our AC is working perfectly. What? And you click. You know?
Somebody called me. You know how they're doing the thing now where they call you from the numbers that look like yours,
The
right?
first 3 numbers.
But somebody called me, and while we were in New York for Comic-Con, they were like, hey, Brian. I'm like, hey, who's this? Like, it's Dave. I'm like, what's up, Dave? He goes, you still trying to get those cracks in your driveway fixed? And I was like,
The super casual one throws
yeah,
me.
because I'm thinking it's an old pal of mine.
Yeah.
They're calling me Brian, which is not my real name.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, there hasn't been crack in my driveway for years. And he's like, no, I said cracks. I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm in a convention hall. I can't. No, but it was so weird. I was like, fuck you, man. I was all mad. I was like, you're not my friend.
Yeah.
You're not my friend, Dave.
They took advantage of you. He like licked you in the ear through the phone. When they come on and they're like,
That's the worst.
hey, Travis. And you're like, hello? And they're like, what's up, man? I'm like,
Yep.
what's up?
What's
Who's
up?
this?
Who is this?
And they like tell you your name, and they're like, "Listen, so we never got to finish our conversation about the double pane windows that you were." I was like, "Get the fuck!"
I didn't
well
have
done,
that,
but fuck
yeah,
you.
No, boo. Yeah. Oh, I realized for those of you that came over from Twitch to watch the show, it's at Eddie Vegas. Is Eddie's,
Eddie Vegas,
Yeah, not
yes.
at Ed Lopez.
And he was-
Don't tweet him about Blade Trinity. Tweet at Eddie Vegas. about
Yes,
Blade
yeah,
Trinity.
about how much he loves Braid Trinity and that he's actually a very large Buffalo Bills fan.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know. He gets real touchy about it because they're
Yeah, he said outside, he was like, dude, how am I going to talk to all my Blade Trinity people if you
know.
gave them my wrong Twitter? I'm like,
know.
I don't know, man.
Well, the fan group he started is like apparently
blocked.
very I mean, I think the
a
numbers
Facebook
have
fan
dwindled
group.
over the years. Yeah, but it
Probably.
still has like.
Well, people are embarrassed because they feel like Ryan Reynolds has done a lot better work since then, but you and I know, how could you top that?
But you saw that blanket he has in his office where he actually had like felt on the chest part of the sewn Ryan Reynolds that he did. So I think he just
Yeah.
There's like blood and sweat that went into that.
That's where all the butter spray went that was in the fridge too.
Is that where it went?
I think so. I smelled like mud around there. Well, we have time for one more, maybe a couple. Chaox173, what is the best thing you did outside the con and event while in New York? I would have to say, well, we got to have dinner the first night with Ashley.
Sure, yes.
And then the second night we had the live show, and the third night we went to Sleep No More.
Yeah, exactly in that order. Laura and I had not been out since L Baby was born, and it was really great to have dinner and a couple drinks and then go home. Obviously Thursday was amazing. Sleep No More in New York was crazy. You had already been before.
Ash and I went about 5 years ago, but I was dying to go again because
you didn't tell us anything.
all I said was wear
much.
comfortable shoes and follow the White Rabbit.
I mean, it's what, 6 stories total, right?
I think so, yeah.
2 below, 4 above, and there isn't much that's said during it. You wear masks, and you're not allowed to talk.
You wear
for
masks.
3 hours.
Yeah, it's like some Eyes Wide Shut shit.
And there's they don't tell you where to go. It's like a whole 6-story hotel, and you just find whatever story you find. And I think you could see it 5 times and not see everything.
Yeah, we had friends that said they saw it 5 times and finally sort of figured out the whole thing. It's one of the most immersive experiences I've ever done. If you have a chance, if you're in New York, go see Sleep No More.
I felt like I was in the middle of The Shining meets some sort of
noir,
yeah.
Coolest shit ever.
Christopher Nolan, Inception. I mean,
Cirque du Soleil, weird.
Yeah, just moving from one room to another. Very large rooms with very large sound, very ornate things around you, and then just moving in through a doorway, thinking the sound would come through, and being greeted with an entirely new scenario and sound, and no bleed through was disorienting.
Yep.
Pretty crazy.
It was awesome. I didn't really see many of you that I thought. I remember one part where we had linked up.
I saw yours.
But it's so dark and everybody's masks. Oh yeah, I was repping my Logic shirt.
I don't think I ever saw you, Brian. I saw you a bunch of times.
He was
I don't think I
provoking
saw
some
you.
of the performers. He was in the rooms like looking at stuff, and one of them came in, and he
I wasn't trying. I was just
he
curious.
looked over and like put the book
I got
down,
in
and she like
trouble.
got close to him and stared at him, and you could see him kind of go like.
I got scared. She looked like she was gonna beat my ass.
Well, she did reach into a drawer and then proceed to pull out a scalpel and cut pages
I thought
out of
she
a
was
book.
gonna stab me with a fake thing, but it ended
And
up
then she
being,
cut a page, and you're like, that has an edge on it.
like, that is extremely sharp.
You think we're making this up?
No, it's good.
We're not.
Yeah, you guys should. It's so worth it. It's worth a trip to New York to see. In my opinion.
And that is not a spoiler in any way, because
No.
you could go 4 times and not see anything about what we just talked about.
The second time I went, which was this weekend, 90% of it I hadn't seen before. So
Oh, God, I want to go back so bad.
It was great.
Oh, I want to go see
what else did we do? That was really it, man. That's all we had time for. We went to the con and
Lauren and Ronan got a sweet Central Park walk.
Oh, they got to walk
They got a
around
quick
Central
walk. Yeah,
Park?
I was crashed out on Friday after an early morning meeting after the Thursday live show, and they got at least like an hour walk in there, which was great. And then I said, I want to see the pictures. It's going to be amazing. And she was like, I forgot to take them.
Oh, dang it.
It's okay. Hashtag best mom.
Yeah, she is. And the baby did so well the whole trip. He
Apparently
was
3 months
fine.
old. You just breastfeed them or bottle feed them, and as they're going up and going down, they sleep in between.
He was totally cool the entire time.
We took early morning flight.
Yeah, highlight of the trip was our driver almost got in a fight in the middle of the street. That was pretty great.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
He was 300 plus pounds of angry bouncer. and
Huge, dude.
He had a very
This-
privileged gentleman on the side of the street.
This
with his
guy on the
little white
street,
dog.
this old guy on the street was talking shit to him, and he tried
know who
to
he was
get
talking to.
into our van to attack the driver, and the driver got out and was a wall of dude.
Educated him on physics.
And that guy took off running, and we were all laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
I was like, that guy's not trying to get in here, right? He can see the size of our driver. Nope.
Nope.
That he misjudged that.
As he said, didn't know the Incredible Hulk was driving this.
Yep. That's what I was saying. I was like, when that guy's wife gets home tonight, he's gonna leave out that he tried to take on a 400-pound wall.
Honey, how was your night? I let the dog
You
out.
know, we
and
went for a walk with the dog
it
and
was a little cool.
had
and
a
I came
lovely
back in.
chat with a gentleman in a van, and then yeah, exactly, not even
Oh,
that.
is it on the Nest camera out front? Because I can go see.
Nope, honey, the battery died. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
The camera got smashed
Leaving
by
that one
a
out.
baseball bat.
Leaving it out.
Well, hey Zach, were you able to do anything with what you got earlier? What a jerk.
What did he get earlier?
I had him screenshot Max when he was sitting in for you, and I was hoping he was gonna like superimpose Max's head on yours, and then you could do like a Max impression.
It would have.
You can't take it off the air.
It would have exploded the internet.
There's so many cables that go into this thing. You'd have to.
The combination of my 26% body fat and Max's good looks would just decimate. Oh, it's in my chest.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, it's over here. It's more like.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You got it.
Ooh, there we go. I'm locking in.
Yep.
God, this mirror image is weird.
Oh no, he moved it on you. Oh no, it's moving.
Oh Jesus.
Oh boy.
Stop
There's
it.
a lot happening.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh
Stop it.
boy. I like it.
I'm gonna get tattooed right there.
Feels good to be up on stage again, huh? After talking to all you guys
Sure.
about all your theater
Yes.
backgrounds. And
Liam said in his episode, right? It scratches the itch, and it's so true. I mean, there are dramatic actors and comedic actors, but man, when you get that instant, what did we always call it? That instant feedback from an audience, right? Whether you hear them go like, or if you hear like a couple of people crying, you know you're killing it, right? And there's
Right.
that connection that's happening. Laughter is also one of the best forms, right? And man, just to be able to make people laugh. There were a couple gasps near the end of the game, and I mean, that just makes our little theater
Yep.
hearts sing, you know.
people were freaking out about your sexy stuff. It was great. It was great.
Me included.
Of all the things to end up on during the live show, that was so great. So awkward.
Yeah, I was like, please don't invite me up in front of 3,000 people. We're doing it?
Yep.
Okay,
It's happening.
we're going in.
It's happening.
We're going in.
All the Jameson in the world.
Yep.
Got to meet some of Liam's family
Yeah, sister was
because
there.
he's from New York, and
That's
we got
right.
to meet.
Stomping Grounds, New Jersey.
Yep. Literally no one there knew Sam, which I thought was weird. He lived there for a long time. He was a big star.
They were like, you were forgettable as Javrosh. I don't, you know.
A few people asked if he was Tim Curry. Well, that's it. That's all the time we have.
Okay.
It's time for me to go home and work on Sam's episode of Between the Sheets, which airs Monday night.
Oh man, it's gonna be so good.
It's a good one. It's long. I think it might be our longest one,
Really?
right? It's
Tell that guy to shut up.
he likes to talk about himself a lot.
Yeah, that is not.
You know, Liam took a little bit of, just
pull
get
it
him
out?
get him comfortable. It's a vulnerable thing.
Yeah.
You've sat in that chair. It's a.
That's what the booze is for.
That's what the booze is for. Sam came out of the gate just like, what do you want to know? Because I'm going to kill it explaining whatever it is, He's like, oh, God.
Was he wearing a tie?
No, he did have a nice frock coat on.
Oh, nice. Surprised. He usually rocks the tie.
He did, I think, grow out his chest hair for the episode because there's a big bush. He has a big bush right here. It could just be his neck hair.
It could be.
Maybe his neck hair.
If you've
got a
ever
little
seen
down.
Sam's chest hair, it is sparse and few and far between.
Yeah, there's literally like a couple of different
And
pieces.
very pale, right? In stark contrast to like the spry, like black hairs. It's very.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Looks like someone sandblasted a bunch of pubes. Hey, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. I would like to once again thank Travis for showing up and
Rocking
just
it
for
solo.
being a class act and rocking it solo. And I hope that your internship at Billabong goes well.
Volkov.
At Volcom. Yeah. I look forward to the next 411 video.
Hurley. It's actually the Hurley warehouse.
Hurley,
store.
yeah. Is Hurley still in business?
Yes, I own all their stuff.
Max is big on the Abercrombie brand.
Oh yes, and
wears a-
Twitch.
he wears the-
Abercrombie and Woods.
Hollister.
Oh.
That's the one. Hollister. Is that the one you like with the sandals?
Love it.
Good night, everyone. We love you. Take care of each other. See you Thursday night. Actually, tomorrow, Handbooker Helper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is it, Danny?
It's ability scores, proficiency bonuses, and not ability saves, proficiency bonuses, and saving throws.
Who's hosting
With
that one?
Rachel Seeley.
Rachel Seeley. Oh, that's a good one. I saw them cutting that. Okay.
That's amazing. Happy birthday, Sam, and
Happy
everyone
birthday, Sam.
wish.
And everyone
tell
was-
Danny to feel better.
Tell Danny to feel better. Wish Sam happy 50th. Max, when's your birthday?
April 2nd.
Nobody's gonna remember
Nobody's
that.
going to remember that.
Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.